You don't memorize things by putting information into your head. You memorize things by extracting that information from your head. So in school, no one teaches you how to study properly, and all that they want is for you to memorize stuff that seems pretty much useless. Through the years, I discovered some methods that help me remember everything that I learned, methods that I will be reviewing in this video. This is the kind of video that I wish I'd watched in my 7th grade or my 8th grade, when there's that pressure put on you by the teachers, the parents. This is the video that would have made my life so much easier. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Paul and I'm a student who dreams of becoming financially free. And on this channel we explore the ways that you can combine making money online and studying for medicine in a happy and productive way. One thing that I want you to remember for this video is that if you can finish your tasks efficiently, you will have more time for you to spend on the things that you actually want to do. So by spending some time on adjusting your studying methods, you will win lots of time on the long run in studying in school. Today we are going to go over the techniques that helped me rank in the first 30 people in my country at chemistry. Methods that helped me get really high scores in various high school competitions and championships. The video will be separated into two parts, where I am going to go over the main steps that I take when learning a brand new topic. Each part will then be separated into groups where I will be presenting a more in-depth look of the subject. Also, a thing to consider here is that this is not professional advice. I'm just a random guy from internet who wants to share his experience at learning smarter, not harder, because I want to help you progress much faster on the things that you want to learn. So there are two main keys when it comes to studying. The first step is to understand the overall image of the topic, and the second one is to add the details. You have to have this basis of knowledge about the subject. This is what Ali Abdaal calls scoping the subject. When you make a painting, you first fill in the large brush strokes and then you add the small details. Okay, now how do I understand a subject in the first place? First of all, I try to make connections. The thing is that you want to associate different parts of a topic into forming one larger image. For example, let's take studying for medicine, because that's what I do and that's what I'm comfortable talking about. Let's say you have to study the heart. First of all, you have the anatomical side, the structure of the heart, and then you have the functions of the heart. The thing is that I want to find a connection between the anatomical side and the function of the heart and put it together. And when I think, oh, the heart pumps blood, I have to think, oh, it means that it has to move like a muscle, and so it has muscular tissue. You want to reach a point of understanding the topic where you could easily teach a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old all these ideas, because when you are teaching a much younger person than yourself those things, you have to think about simplifying as much as you can all the topics and subtopics. Now, for adding the details, what I use is a method that allows you to memorize specific things that you can't really make connections to. So when I was memorizing the structures that hold the muscle tissue together, I had perimysium, epimysium, and endomysium, and I had to remember them in a specific order. And what I did was memorizing the word epiperiendo, which I don't know, I found it had a nice musicality to it, and it helped me memorize this, like epiperiendo, which meant that first of all it was epimysium, then epiperi, perimysium, and endomysium in this specific order, and I found that really helpful. I memorized the vitamins like that. Here I have two more rules that I found really important for keeping the information in my head. The first one is active recall, and the second is spaced repetition. The way our brains are built is to come up with ideas but not store the actual ideas, because how the memory works is not like you would normally imagine let's say storage of the computer. When you just wrote something down, you saved it in a folder, and whenever you want to access that file, you just open the folder and you will receive the information. Unfortunately, no, that's not how our brain works. um, the fact is that when we are recalling something, when we are remembering something, and we extract that file from our computer, our brain rewrites the whole code of that specific memory in our brains. So when we access the folder, we not only open it, but we remake it entirely. And how our long-term memory works is that you don't memorize things by putting information into your head. You memorize things by extracting that information from your head. And this is what active recall does. When you want to repeat a subject, don't just open up a book and read the subject in that book. Try as hard as you can, to reconstruct all the process that you made when studying that topic in the first place. So the second principle, as I said, is spaced repetition, which refers to the capacity of the brain, or let's say the not so capable brain, of retaining some information for long periods of time. And what this technique does is basically space out our repetition, meaning that after learning the big chunk of one subject, you don't just let that sink somewhere and you come after a month and see that you can't remember anything. After you learn the uh, biggest chunk of the subject, after a day or two you want to recall it, even though you may think that, oh, of course I know the subject, I just learned it yesterday. No, please put in the effort and recall it after I don't know, let's say a 2-day break, and then after a week, because this is how you memorize stuff long term. And I think that's what you want with the stuff that you are really interested in. At least that's my point of view, and this is how I saw it when I was learning for my passions and not for school necessary. These are really important techniques which have um, considerable studies behind them, and I want to go more in depth into it and give some more examples and explain more in details these two principles. Now I hope that you found this video helpful, and please let me know down below in the comment section what your studying techniques are, because I really want to take inspiration from you and find something new and helpful. So feel free to let me down below, and I'm so excited to see what your techniques in studying are. And now, thank you for watching. You can check my last video out here, and I wish you a productive studying and a clear mind. Until the next time, bye!